Welcome to volume number 11, full body workout. Let's get ready to work today, and we always start off with, you guessed it, our warm up. So go ahead and grab your jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, that's okay. You can do an imaginary or mimic the movement of a jump rope. We're gonna start for a 15-second count, and we're gonna start in 5. And go. And break. From there, we're going to go into our second warm-up, which is our squats with our arms raised up towards the ceiling. Again, remember, the game plan is on the floor, so if you see me looking down, that's why. So let's go ahead and get into our stance with our squats. Feet are wide. Bring those arms all the way up to the ceiling, squeezing your ears, and complete your squats for 15. And break. So our heart rate is up, our legs are warmed up. Now we're going to go into our third warm-up, which is lateral lunge shifts, which is similar to our lateral lunges, where we're just shifting side to side. So spread your feet wide, bring your hands out towards me, and go. And break. So you already know how the game plan goes. We do 2 rounds of our warm-up. So let's get ready to go back into our jump rope, starting in 5 seconds. Let's get ready for squats. And breathe. Let's get ready to close out our warm-up with our last movement, which is lateral lunges. And start. And break. So go ahead and gather your things. What you need for today's workout is you need a bottle of water because we will be sweating today. You do need a sweat towel. Make sure you have ample amount of space on the floor. You can bring a yoga mat and feel free to add some music to the workout today. And let's get ready to work. So we're gonna have 9 movements to master today, and we're gonna start with our very first one. Our first exercise we have is high squats. Grab your weights. Let your palms face your chin. Go into a regular squat, coming back to a standing position, and repeat. We're looking for 45 seconds non-stop. And go. And breathe. Now don't drop those weights, keep them in your hand. We're gonna go right into our next exercise. Our next exercise we have is sumo deadlifts with a high pull. Sumo wrestler. So your feet are wide, your toes are out, and your high pull is all about working your upper back. So you're gonna pull those dumbbells up to your chest, pulling those elbows back, keeping that chest tall. You ready? We have 45 seconds. You have 5 more seconds to breathe. Remember to take longer if you need to. We always break for about 15 to 30 seconds. And here we go. And break. Now in that exercise, you should have felt your legs, your inner thighs, especially from that sumo stance, your glutes, and you definitely should have felt your upper body. So if you felt your shoulders and your back, you know your form is on point. Let's jump into our next exercise. Remember, you have 30 seconds to break. As we get ready to go into this next exercise, we want to focus on using our legs and our arms for a full body exercise. So we're going to master a static lunge, which is just a lunge without moving. And then we're going to master around the world, which is the exercise that we've done in previous workouts and also on our exercise database if you need help with this movement. This movement is about working your shoulders with your palms open the entire way while you hold your lunge. So first step is to go ahead and get into that lunge position. We need 25 seconds on each leg. Now that your feet are in place, make sure you bend that back knee, balance on those tippy toes, bring those arms out wide, palms open, and go. As you hold that lunge, bring those weights to the top. Don't let them hit too hard at top, let them just tap and bring them down with control. Break. What we do to one, we do to the other. So let's switch legs and start. And break. So my legs were shaking. Were your legs shaking a little bit? That muscle fatigue. So that movement really works our lower body endurance. So it should have been a challenge. That's a good thing, and that's why we're here, right? So let's go into our next exercise. Our next movement is a clean to squat to press. So this is a full body exercise, great for fat burning and great for toning. So get in your squat position, have your weights or your dumbbells by your side. First step is to clean. Boom. Second step is the squat. Boom. Third step is to press. Boom. And then you start all the way back over again with your clean. We need 45 seconds nonstop. This is gonna level up our workout today. You ready? We're gonna start in 5. Let's work. And breathe. Good job on that. If you feel like you struggled with that movement, make sure you stop, pause, do this again, master the technique, or feel free to go to the exercise database. So let's go into our next exercise. Heart rate is up and I'm breathing a little heavier now. So our next movement is bent over rows. This is great for building the muscles of the back and also the arms. So let's start this movement with our feet together, pushing our hips back to that wall, squeezing our core, and pull those elbows back. We're looking for 30 seconds. And go. Standing tall, catch your breath, and give yourself a 30-second break. Good job. The fact that you made it to the workout today is a plus. Now we want to make sure that we're giving it our all. That means giving 100%, pushing to the best of your ability in this workout today. That's what I'm looking for from you. So let's go into our next exercise. Our next exercise is alternating reverse lunges to a chest press. So we're gonna do a reverse lunge and we're gonna push forward to work our shoulders. So this is the upper body and the lower body movement. With our left leg leading, I want you to step back with your right. And as you step back, go ahead and extend your arms out away from you. Pull back in and repeat on that same leg. We're looking for 25 seconds each leg. And let's work. Keep this exercise going, and here's your pro tip for a reverse lunge with a chest press. Make sure your back foot, you're on your tippy toes like a ballerina. If you're aiming to keep that foot flat, you're gonna notice that you're struggling in the midst of your lunge. And number 2 pro tip is to make sure you tuck those hips under and squeeze your abs and break. And that's your pro tip. So let's get ready to switch legs. Right leg in front. Ready? Let's work. And breathe and break. So take a 30-second break, recover, and let's get ready to jump into our next exercise. Our next exercise we have is upper body focus. So we're gonna work the biceps, the muscle right here. So this is our target for this movement. We have 15 seconds left, of a break, and then we're gonna get ready to start. So breathe. Let's start. Go ahead and grab those dumbbells, and let's start with our first exercise, which is bicep curls. Your palms should be facing your legs. Rotate your palms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze that bicep. Pinch those elbows down by your side and release that weight leg down. We need 45 seconds, and let's work. Continue this exercise. Here's your pro tip for forming a simple bicep curl. Even though this exercise can be simple, it's done wrong a lot of times, and I don't want you to do it incorrectly. So one of my biggest tips is to squeeze your elbows by your side. If you need to put a little towel or a tennis ball between your elbows and squeeze in, it'll help you keep those elbows tucked in. And make sure you extend at the bottom. Let those arms come all the way down, extend through your elbow, and come back up for that pump. And break. Good job on that. So let's go into our next exercise. Our next exercise we have is overhead tricep extensions. Now, if you struggle with what most women say, the bird wings or saggy arms, this exercise is going to target the muscle. As we know, weight training, you can't spot your fat loss, but we can work the muscles. The more lean muscle, the more we can increase our metabolism and help with our fat loss goals and get stronger. So let's start. We want our feet to be together. You want to avoid arching back. Keep your posture up. Bring that one dumbbell up above your head. You can hold the bell of the dumbbell, which is like the balls or the squares on each end. Bend your elbows, squeezing your ears with your elbows, and extend back up. We need 45 seconds. Go. Keep this exercise going, and here's your pro tip for performing an overhead tricep extension. When it comes to overhead tricep extensions, you can easily strain your back with this exercise if you're arching back. So you want to make sure that you use the muscles of your lower body, like your legs, your quads, your booty muscles like your glutes, and engage them. As you engage them, they're going to help support that back, which is a very sensitive area as we're extending that weight above our head. Make sure your shoulders stay forward instead of back like this. And again, squeeze those elbows as hard as you can towards your ears to keep that alignment. We're looking for 15 seconds. And break. So you should have felt the burn right through here. That helps you know you're doing the exercise right. So let's go into our next exercise, which is our standing core stabilizer. This is great for working your core without having to get on the floor. Kind of round a little bit. So all you need is one dumbbell. Don't do anything too heavy with this exercise. And we're gonna attack our abs on this one and our arms too. With this exercise, and we're gonna start in 15, your feet are together and that weight is extended out in front of you. We have 8 seconds to start. And here we go. Slightly bend those knees, brace the core, squeeze the lower half. Bring those weights out, and I want you to hold that weight nice and sturdy as long as you can. We're looking for 45 seconds. Keep holding this exercise right now, and I know it's getting more challenging as the time goes. We have 25 more seconds. Here's your pro tip for a standing core stabilizer. When you're performing this exercise, don't think about just standing up and holding weight. Be intentional. So make sure you have a slight bend at your knee, and again, you're engaging your core and squeezing the muscles of the glutes. So pretend like you have a pencil between the buttocks and you're trying to keep it tight. Now pretend like you're on the floor, even though you're standing up, and round that lower back, almost like a crunching like motion. And keep those hips underneath you as you hold this weight for 10 more seconds. Here we go. And break. So that was shoulders, yes I know, and it was abs as well. So it was definitely a full body workout with that one. So let's get ready to go into our cool down. For our cool down, our first stretch is a quad stretch. This is going to stretch out the muscles of the thighs. So bring your left leg back. Feel free to hold on to something. Try to keep that knee in line with your straight leg or your stationary leg and hold for 10. Our second cool down is our calf stretch. For this one, starting with our left leg in front, bring that right leg back as far as we can. Aim that heel to the floor. Feel that stretch behind that knee, the hamstring, and also the calf. This is a great one to help you increase your ankle mobility. Hold this for 10 seconds. And what we do to one, we do to the other. So go ahead and switch legs. Our last stretch we have before we end our workout today is our tricep stretch. For this exercise, you're gonna bring your left arm up, reach behind you like you're trying to scratch your shoulder on that right side. Bring your right arm up and assist that left side by pulling that elbow towards your ear and hold for 10. And switch. And break. Good job on completing the day's workout today, and thank you for joining me. Remember, consistency is key to receive results with this program. Make sure you're checking in with me each month or each week to make sure we're following up with your progress. And again, tag us, email us. Your testimonials is no victory too small or too big. You can reach out to us at jess@fitslay.com, or feel free to email us, or I should say go to the website at www.fitslay.com. And see you soon.